Uncle Kareem, she's alone. Those three simple words from 7-year-old Layla shattered the carefully constructed walls Kareem Al-Mansour had built around his heart over the past 4 years. There, standing in the bustling Grand Central Terminal on Christmas Eve, was Nadia, his ex-wife, the woman who had disappeared from their lives without explanation. But why was she dressed so simply? Why did she look so lost? And why, despite everything, did Kareem still feel that magnetic connection to her? What happens next will change their lives forever. The terminal echoed with holiday travelers as Kareem held Layla's hand. He hadn't planned to be in New York today, but his niece had insisted on seeing the Christmas lights one last time before they returned to Dubai. How could he say no to those eager eyes? "Uncle Kareem, look, it's Aunt Nadia." Layla tugged at his coat sleeve, pointing toward the ticket counter. Kareem's breath caught. 4 years. It had been 4 years since Nadia had walked away from their marriage, leaving only a note saying she couldn't be the wife he needed. 4 years of building his tech empire. 4 years of becoming one of the youngest self-made millionaires in the Gulf. 4 years of never understanding why. "Layla, Habibti, I don't think..." But his words died when he saw her. Nadia stood near the information desk, wearing a simple winter coat that had seen better days, staring up at the departure board with quiet desperation. Gone was the elegant woman who had graced charity galas by his side. "Uncle Kareem, she looks sad," Layla said. Before Kareem could stop her, Layla broke free and darted through the crowd. Kareem's heart lurched as he pushed through the travelers. "Aunt Nadia," Layla called out. Nadia turned, her face registering shock, then shame. If you're enjoying this story so far, please hit that like button and subscribe to see more content like this. Nadia knelt as Layla approached, her hands trembling. Kareem stood several feet away, emotions raging inside him. "Layla," Nadia whispered, "you've grown so much." Kareem found his voice. "Layla, come here." "Kareem," Nadia said softly, "I never expected to see you here." "Obviously," he replied coldly. "We're leaving." "But Uncle Kareem, Aunt Nadia looks like she needs help," Layla protested. "Grandma always said we help people who are struggling." "Please," Nadia said quietly. "Could we talk? Just for a moment?" Kareem wanted to refuse. But something in Nadia's eyes, a vulnerability he'd never seen during their marriage, made him pause. "5 minutes," he conceded. "There's a cafe upstairs." The cafe was mercifully quiet. Kareem ordered hot chocolate for Layla and espresso for himself. Nadia asked for tea, and when she reached for her worn purse, Kareem saw her hands shake. "I've got it," he said curtly. Once seated, Kareem spoke. "What brings you to New York on Christmas Eve?" Nadia wrapped her hands around her mug. "I work here now, at a community center in Queens. I help refugee families with resettlement." Kareem processed this. The woman who had lived in luxury now worked at a community center? "I was supposed to visit my sister in Boston," Nadia explained. "But I gave my ticket to a Syrian family who needed it. I was trying to figure out how to get another one when I heard a familiar voice." "Very noble," Kareem said bitterly. "You always excelled at sacrificing for others, except when it came to our marriage." What Nadia reveals next will leave you speechless. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what happens. Nadia flinched. "I deserve that. What I did was unforgivable." "Then why did you do it?" The question that had haunted him finally escaped. "Why did you leave?" Nadia's eyes filled with tears. "Because I was drowning, Kareem. Not in poverty, but in guilt. While we lived in that mansion, I couldn't stop thinking about people suffering. I started volunteering, and I saw things that broke me. I developed severe depression and anxiety. Every luxury felt like a betrayal of those who had nothing. And you were working so hard. I thought I was failing you. I thought your family was right, that I wasn't good enough. Kareem stared at her. He remembered how she'd grown quiet at dinner parties, how she'd started spending more time volunteering, how she'd stopped wearing the jewelry he bought her. "Why didn't you tell me?" he asked, his voice softer. "I was ashamed," Nadia admitted. "Your family already thought I wasn't good enough. I thought if they knew I was struggling mentally, it would confirm everything they whispered about me." Layla suddenly spoke up. "Did you stop loving Uncle Kareem?" Nadia's face crumpled. "No, Layla, never. I loved him too much to keep holding him back." "Then why didn't you come back?" Layla asked. "Because I was afraid," Nadia admitted. "Afraid that Kareem had moved on, and I needed to find out who I was when I wasn't just Mrs. Al-Mansour." Layla said, "But you helped those families. Grandma would say that's important too." Those words hit Kareem like a revelation. His mother had always taught them that wealth was a responsibility. Nadia hadn't abandoned their values. She'd embraced them so deeply it had consumed her. "Where are you living?" Kareem found himself asking. "I share a small apartment in Queens with 2 roommates," Nadia said. "Tomorrow is Christmas," Kareem said slowly. Layla tugged his sleeve. "Uncle Kareem, can Aunt Nadia come to our hotel for Christmas dinner, please?" Kareem looked at his niece's hopeful face, then at Nadia's surprised one. He remembered something his brother Ahmed had told him before he died. "The measure of a man isn't his wealth, Kareem. It's his capacity for compassion." What happens next will warm your heart. If you're enjoying this story, please hit that like button and subscribe. "We're at the plaza," Kareem said. "Dinner is at 7. Nadia's eyes widened. "Are you sure?" "No," Kareem admitted. "But Layla wants you there, and maybe we both deserve some closure." "Thank you," Nadia whispered. Kareem pulled out his wallet and extracted several bills. "For a taxi. And get yourself something nice to wear if you want." Nadia's pride flashed. "Kareem, I can't." "It's courtesy. We're having dinner at the plaza. There's a dress code." After a moment's hesitation, Nadia accepted. As they prepared to leave, Layla hugged Nadia tightly. "I'm glad we found you." Nadia knelt down, tears flowing. "Me too, Habibti." The next evening, at 6:45, there was a knock at the suite door. What happens at that door will change everything. Layla raced to answer. Nadia stood in the hallway, transformed in a simple but elegant dark green dress, holding a small wrapped gift. But it wasn't her appearance that struck Kareem. It was the quiet confidence in her posture, the peace in her eyes. "Merry Christmas," she said softly. Dinner was served in the suite. At first, conversation was stilted, but Layla filled the silences with stories. Gradually, the atmosphere warmed as they shared memories. After dinner, Nadia gave Layla a handmade journal with Arabic calligraphy. "For writing your stories." "I have something for you too, Kareem," Nadia said, handing him a small package. Inside was a leather bookmark with a single word engraved in Arabic: Saber. Patience. "It made me think of you," Nadia explained, "of how patient you always were with me." Kareem held the bookmark, emotion tightening his throat. "Thank you." When Layla grew tired, Nadia tucked her into bed. Kareem listened from outside as Nadia read a story. When she finished, Layla asked, "Will you see us again tomorrow?" "I hope so, Habibti, if your uncle agrees." "I want you to stay part of our family," Layla said sleepily. "Forever." When Nadia emerged, her eyes were red. They moved to the sitting area with coffee. "You've achieved everything you dreamed of, Kareem," Nadia said. "I saw the articles about your company." "Material success isn't everything," Kareem said honestly. "After you left, I threw myself into work, made millions, expanded globally. But every achievement felt hollow. I dated other women, but none of them were you." "I thought about you every day," Nadia confessed. "And now?" Kareem asked. "How do you feel now?" "At peace," Nadia said. "For the first time in years. The work is hard, the pay is modest, but I make a difference. I'm happy, but seeing you again made me realize I'm not complete. There's still a Kareem-shaped space in my heart. The final revelation will leave you in tears. If this story has touched your heart, please like and subscribe." "I was so angry at you," Kareem admitted. "Angry you didn't think I could help you." "I handled everything wrong," Nadia said. "I was drowning, and instead of reaching for your hand, I pushed you away." "What if I told you I never stopped loving you?" Kareem said carefully. Nadia's breath caught. "Kareem, we can't pick up where we left off. Too much has happened. But what if we could start over? Build something new based on who we are today?" Tears spilled down Nadia's cheeks. "I don't fit into your world anymore, Kareem. I can't be the glamorous wife at charity galas." "Good," Kareem said, "because I don't want that wife. I want a partner who challenges me, who reminds me what truly matters. Watching you give away your train ticket, seeing you light up about your work, reminded me why I fell in love with you. You have the biggest heart of anyone I've ever known." Nadia shook her head. "But your family." "My family loved you," Kareem interrupted. "It was you who thought you weren't good enough. My mother adored you." They talked late into the night, filling in the gaps. As midnight struck, Nadia stood to leave. "I should go. I have an early shift tomorrow." "Nadia, I meant what I said about starting over. I can't be someone I'm not, Kareem. Not again." "Then don't," Kareem said. "What if I met you in your world instead? What if we found a middle ground?" "What does that even look like?" "I don't know," Kareem admitted. "But I'd like to find out." Before Nadia could respond, Layla's voice called from down the hall. "Is Aunt Nadia leaving?" "I was just saying goodnight," Nadia explained. "Will we see you again?" Layla asked anxiously. Nadia looked at Kareem, who nodded. "Yes, Layla." Layla's face brightened. "Good, because Uncle Kareem needs someone to make him laugh." After tucking Layla back in, they returned to the door. "She's right," Nadia said. "You were always working too hard. If we're going to try again, we need to do it right," Nadia said seriously. "Therapy, honest communication, realistic expectations." "Agreed," Kareem said. "I'm not the same man you married." "And I'm not the same woman who left," Nadia added. "I know who I am now." "Then maybe that's exactly what we need. Two different people, choosing each other again." "Come to the community center tomorrow at noon," Nadia suggested. "See the work I do. Understand this part of my life before you decide." "All right," Kareem agreed. "Even if we try again, I can't go back to that lifestyle full time," Nadia said. "This work is who I am now." "I'm not asking you to give it up," Kareem assured her. "I'm asking you to let me support it. And you." The next day, Kareem and Layla arrived at the community center in Queens. Inside, families gathered, children played, volunteers served food, and in the center was Nadia, her face lit with joy as she translated for a Syrian family. "She's happy here, Uncle Kareem," Layla observed. "Yes," Kareem agreed. "She is." After lunch, Kareem pulled Nadia aside. "Tell me about your funding situation." "Kareem, I didn't bring you here to ask for money," Nadia said quickly. I know, but I'm a businessman. I can see this place is running on a shoestring budget. What does this center need? Nadia slowly told him about their needs. Kareem listened, his mind working. What if I set up a foundation dedicated to refugee resettlement? You could run it. We could fund multiple centers like this. I'm serious, Nadia. You've found your purpose. Maybe we can combine our strengths. What happens next will restore your faith in second chances. Over the following weeks, Kareem extended his stay. They had coffee between shifts, long dinners with honest conversations. He met with lawyers to establish the foundation. Nadia insisted it be independent, with its own board. Her integrity reminded him why he'd fallen in love with her. Slowly, carefully, they rebuilt trust. Kareem returned to Dubai, but they video called daily. He flew back twice a month. 8 months after their chance meeting, Kareem proposed again, quietly, in the community center's office. "Marry me again," he said. "Not because you need my money, but because I need you. Because together, we're better than apart." "I'm still going to work here," Nadia said. "I can't be the wife who only focuses on your career." "I don't want that wife," Kareem said. "I want a partner who keeps me grounded." "We'll split our time," Nadia said. "Between Dubai and New York." "We'll figure it out together," Kareem promised. Then yes. They married quietly 6 months later at the community center, surrounded by refugee families and close friends from Dubai. Instead of expensive gifts, they asked for donations to the foundation. 1 year after their Christmas Eve reunion, Kareem stood in the expanded center. He watched Nadia teach an English class, her face glowing. Layla sat in the corner doing homework, comfortable in both worlds of their blended life. That evening, in their modest Queens apartment, Nadia asked, "Do you ever regret it, choosing this life?" Kareem pulled her closer. "Not for a second. We still travel, still enjoy nice things sometimes. But now they're part of a balanced life. This feels more real than that mansion ever did." "Your mother would be proud," Nadia said softly. "She would be," Kareem agreed. "She always said wealth was a test. We're finally learning to pass it." Kareem thought about the Christmas Eve that had changed everything, how a chance meeting had opened the door to healing and second chances. Their life wasn't perfect. They still had hard conversations. But they were family. And this time, they would face whatever came together. Grounded in purpose, united in values, and stronger for having found their way back. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe. Sometimes the most profound transformations begin with an unexpected reunion and the courage to build something new from the ashes of what was lost.